sketchbook tour. So these aren't all my sketchbooks, but a lot of them. They're all Welcome to Tombstone. My name is Mason and I'm an artist. We're celebrating 500 subscribers. So thank you all for subscribing, wanting to see more art. And this is pushing me to make more videos and to be here in this space more often. So I want to get personal. I want to show you some of my sketches in my sketchbooks, just bits and pieces. I'll show you some works that went from conceptualizing in the sketchbooks and ideas to finished pieces of art. I love watching sketchbook tours. It gets me inspired. I want to inspire others. So feel free to grab a sketchbook or a piece of paper and start doodling or coming up with ideas. Okay, I'm gonna start with the sketchbook. Binding is coming off. I probably didn't have Gorilla Tape at the time. Tendency to Panic on top of it, stenciled. I just love how this was made. Band name, it's over. Flash tattoo I tried to make, it's okay. So I remember doing this. My snowboarding boots, a coffin, I found a bat. This was like a little fragrance container. I think it was like a guess thing. And then a lot of little doodles. This guy leaving his bird cage. I really like that one. A skateboarder slamming on a half pipe and his board is gonna like land in the trash. And then the couch at the studio. Just random Pinterest stuff. I kind of like filled it with dashes, added eyes. I add a lot of eyes. This was a tattoo. I never got to finish it for, unfortunate circumstances, but I think it's still super awesome. So this is the sketch, and then it turned into a tattoo, and then these were just lines for me to remember where to shade. It's just a lot of different pieces of things, like the woman put together and then somebody holding a gun, and then I changed the gun into like a musket, I think is what it's called. And then I added like a little sinking ship down here with hair, like waves, and added some roses and stuff like that. And I liked the moon as the earring. I thought that was cool, So I made this into a little painting, kind of like that, kind of Salvador Dali-esque, but it was just like really quick. 2020, really quick painting, but it was fun. This one was kind of cool because she like came down from, like I put a window in her forehead. The true you is like coming out to play, where do you go? So this is supposed to be down here. Yeah, it wasn't a great drawing. Copy, bad copy. Circles, drawing random things, random notes. I really like this one. This one turned out sweet. I have it on my flash board, but nobody has ever bit at the idea of that, so that's okay. Sometimes I just make marks. Just a sketch and a dagger. Look at that. So I came up with this, I think, first, and then I thought of all of these ones as well. I called it Busted Statues and Broken Statements. I looked at all these broken statues, found all these words like I don't know, maybe, never mind, I guess, sure. And then I was gonna get all these busted statues and make like a surrealist painting with little people walking around them and seeing how like big and monumental they are. Because when you have these statements in your mind, you don't realize how much they affect your reality and the way that you're going about things. So I just thought that was interesting. Sometimes I'll pull out multiple sketchbooks to show you a thought. Okay, so this is my boxing moose character, and where it started, I just took a traditional boxer and tattoo and put a moose head on him and kind of made him a boxing moose. So I thought that was cool. They're long and lengthy. I don't think I have a video of the moose actually being painted, but I do have some pictures, and so I'll show that. There will be a contender, a competitor of the boxing moose that is coming soon. I'm excited for that, super excited. Some Loomis studies, trying to figure out the bodies. I did this hand tattoo, some fish that I got to tattoo, like a yin and a yang. I wanted to draw a comic book cover and I only had highlighters and a black like ink pen, kind of like this. Yeah. So I thought this was really cool. I want to paint something like this, like a giant comic book cover. I think would be super fun. So I was doing this, and this is actually a painting that's back there as well, of like an expressive self-portrait. I don't know, just kind of cool. I tried to paint it and then I kind of lost motivation, so, but I'll show that to you here. I was trying to figure out a character named Tombstone, kind of. I have different characters that I make, but I was also watching a lot of 1000 videos, so very colorful. A tattoo that I did, also for the Lady Angel, that will appear eventually. I also painted this. It's kind of a weird dude, but I had an idea for him playing the guitar and his face like exploding, and you seeing like his face, the skull, and then his brain, but the brain has eyes in it. I have a painting of it. Was it successful? I have actually 2 paintings of it. We'll see if we're ever gonna finish them. But yeah, I think I like this one better. I made this logo for a friend. It's Metalhead Metalworks, and we kind of started from here, and this is like the sketch of it, welding and fabrication, but then we just put Metalhead Metalworks. I just wanted to make sure that things were right. I can show you a little bit more of that drawing, or conceptualizing, and the finished piece. I like to doodle, like just whatever comes out, comes out. My feet, not anybody's feet really. That knight hanging there, hero. My space dude, his hand is blasting off. He looks a little stoned, but that's okay. Yes, I also had some footage of me developing this character more, but I don't know where it went. So anyway, I don't know what this is. I think it was like, I just made random marks and then whatever my brain thought, I rendered it, and it was so strange. Something around its leg that has like a rat tail, and it's like a bow and arrow that's being pulled back by this dress with hairy legs wearing Crocs, and this dog with like it walking away into these crocodile kind of teepee, like foliage into a pyramid, and an eye that's like bleeding ink or something, and then this head with a crown, and it goes into a cave that has a tongue spilling out of it, and that's like a waterfall. I don't know, it's a mess, but that's sometimes what happens. I drew the Ramones. I thought it was kind of cool, and I drew this rocket on stage just to kind of liveness. I don't always draw nice things, Rick and Morty, but sometimes when I do, it's kind of cool. I thought this was a good idea, abducted attention. I was gonna write a song kind of like that. Thought it was fun. This bird with a microphone is a head. Just kind of messing with things. Circles for heads, making trees, and just lines and shapes. This was for like my comic book thing that I'm thinking in my mind, and I had this like Slurpee company, the Brain Pain Slurpers. And it was just a big Slurpee, and somebody works there, and you can go get whatever kind of Slurpee you wanted. And yeah, he kind of slurps them. And then this is like Picasso's Blue Guitar Man, but I made him as like one of my buddies. with one of my stickers, or one of my guitars, but all stickered out, but it looks like one of my friends, Clayton. If you know him, you know him. Kind of a deer, rabbit looking thing. Comic book stuff. Okay, so this is one of my intuitive drawings where I get a highlighter and kind of scribble like this and like this, and then I try to figure out what's inside, and then I kind of render it. In this one, I found this character in a mech, but there's an eye and a nose and a mustache and another face, and then like a flying fish, and then a face that's really long, and I kind of thought underwater. I think the color really influenced me, but one day maybe I'll do some more paintings. I have a green painting that's kind of like that. And I did the same with red. And in red there were a lot of clocks and a fish and a fox and a staircase down with a tongue that goes into a cave with a huge spider and a door and a piano and horns and halos and a crushed can that was like pouring out all these clocks. So just an idea, and this was the poem that went with it. Watch your habits, drain your time, horns and halos on the mind. Ascend and descend, I hope you find the path that doesn't leave you empty and yourself behind. So sometimes I just make these weird drawings, these poems. I've never shown this to anyone, so hope you feel special, maybe. Peep, not all peeps smile. So this is kind of what I mean by like just drawing little things and then discovering what is there and like what's in your mind. There's like a little Grim Reaper with the smiley face. Okay, so my dog Maddox. Sometimes your brain screws you. Kind of, I don't know. I thought that was like twist off the bottle. And then I drew this figure and it says drink me in, but then later I wrote drink it in and like covered her up. Artist, we draw the female form. This was in 2021. And I thought it'd be a cool flash idea as well, or maybe a sticker. I'd probably do the one where it's censored. Just a cool idea. She's holding a ukulele. She's like deserted on a little palm island. Thought that was cool. Just thoughts. Another night alone. I love this one because he's got tattoos and it says princess and then it's crossed out and then it says my queen and then it's crossed out and then it says adventure. So he's like a sad knight. I thought that was funny. Another night alone. I like this. It's like a skeleton with all like 8 arms or 6 arms, like meditating, and a card. And that was supposed to be the death card. And yeah, hands, pew pew. A little Frank Frazetta drawing that I did or study with a pen. Collab and vibes with art homies. 1000, Kipto, Slew, Doke, Smo. One day, that's the goals. The goals, baby. Not great. This was a painting that I later did for my uncle, and you can watch that video, painting a comic cover for a private collector. This was the initial sketch. And yeah, just a quick sketch. Quick sketches, just random things put together. More mannequin studies, Loomis studies. I think, yeah, this one's male and this one's female, trying to figure out like where the bones are for the hips and stuff for the mannequins so I can make better drawings. Doodles of this character, moose, come together, I guess. This night again, a snowy night. Yes. Holy shit. Okay, so this is the bandit painting, the painting that is Steal Like an Artist. This is the original. And I was kind of thinking like I don't know, I like blue and pink together. I think they look really good. I had him outstretched with the gun pointed forward and then all the money flying out. I abandoned this idea and made a different one. It could be something similar, maybe in the future, but proportions are weird and it's just a mess. But I'm really stoked I'm stoked you got to see this. So I found this angel and this woman on Pinterest. Thought it was super cool, but it also reminds me of like Led Zeppelin. So I gave him a guitar and maybe would make him look more like one of the guys from Led Zeppelin and like kind of like a groupie or a fan, like loving on him or trying to as he's flying away. I thought that would be kind of cool. So this was the last sketch of 2021 into 2022, and I drew my astronaut character and with a guitar and a horse that had 6 legs. Just like an alien horse character, but kind of in like a onward position, I guess, I don't know. I have weird ideas sometimes. More notes, YouTube notes to get better at YouTube, and I think that, oh, and there's that dragon. So yeah. Okay, so I'll show you a couple more sketches that are just from recent things because I thought they were cool. This is my recent kind of take everywhere sketchbook. This is kind of, well, 2023, 2024. Notes, tattoo stuff. This was the mural, or the sketch for the mural in my sister's flower studio. This is kind of the first sketch for this short that I just made for my tattooing, and I got to tattoo something similar. I thought this one was really cool. This could be a painting later on or a sticker, but yeah, some girls just want tattoos. This is when we went to Alaska, my girlfriend and I. Video ideas. When we went for the paintballing video, I sketched this on the side, and this is actually the day Trump got shot. So yeah. So this is Suds Brothers. It's like a brewery. They have like rock and roll memorabilia, kind of, for pictures and guitars and stuff. And it was cool because this like older lady had like a leather jacket on and a glass of wine and another drink, and was just chilling. And then another lady came in, hung out with her. But this is like the Rolling Stones and I think Zeppelin, Jimi Hendrix, and just stuff like that. I didn't really get to finish it, and I only had these markers with me. I shouldn't have put this blue in, but that's okay. I made this for the pool team. Thought this would be kind of cool, but for the whole Bridger Valley pool team. We'll see that hopefully come to life. Here's some tattoo flash that I'm working on that I'm gonna make better because it's just for fun. Same with this, but not this one because this is not mine as well. Ideas and things stuck in a spider web of thought. Just like the idea, eagle, recipe, ideas for flash or drawings in the future, comic strip, wolf drawing I was gonna do and then stopped. My trip to Panama, I kind of sketched little things and I knew I wanted to sketch the church because I thought it was cool. Panama is a country and a rooster, because Panamas always have roosters and chickens and stuff and a little plane, and it was raining a lot, so I just tried to make it look like it was raining, but didn't quite finish. One day I want to do a painting for sure. This one, super fun. This is the inspiration for this next tattoo that I'm doing. But I also want to turn this into a painting, so I think I'm gonna pick this one to make a painting and be super colorful and kind of different with it, and or a mural. It could be. We'll see. but I really like the colors. I think I might make it a pink dragon instead of orange because the orange is kind of these roof pieces. I just wanted to do big bright colors and try to figure things out, and I don't know, I'm kind of liking the pastel vibe. We'll see. This is the contender, a boxing wolf that will be going against the boxing moose here soon. Will I make a mural? Maybe, but a painting for sure. So we'll see where that comes, and I'm super excited about that. Ideas. This was kind of the next step for the bandit. I drew some flash for the bandit, and yeah, thought it was pretty cool. I have him, this is what I drew in the bar, because I didn't bring my sketchbook that day, and then later on I drew this and some other flash for tattooing. Super excited about that. And then the bear that's on the wall, I want to redo some things or take him down entirely. Ski club. So in the back of my notebooks, I just kind of like make marks, and these are some of the markers that I have so that I know what's what, and it's kind of like a mosaic, kind of cool. So tickets from my trips and movie tickets and Mason's Famous Lobster Rolls. We went there in New Jersey after paintballing and saw the ocean. My name's Mason, so we only thought it right. Okay, I think that's plenty. That's a lot. Hopefully you found some sketches interesting. Let me know in the comments. Maybe like the video if you'd like to. And, I have plenty more sketches if you want to see that. So you'll always find drawings here and paintings and all that kind of art stuff. So consider subscribing if you're not already, but to those who are, thanks. And this is to you, because I don't typically show people my sketchbooks. So thanks for joining me on this art adventure. See you guys next time.